Welcome, this is your Option Monster Volatility Sonar Report. From the floor of the SIBO, I'm Jamie Tyrrell of Group 1 Trading. Well, the market has continued its winning streak and we've hit 5 days and are well over 10% up in the S&P 500 over that period. We're up another 2% today. A couple of banks are really getting a shot in the arm today on rumors about a short sale restriction rule. Citi and AIG, if you check, they're both up almost 50% on rules that those two stocks could be protected from most forms of short sales. Other banks are still getting a big rally, but nothing nearly as big as Citi. Citi's up to around $2.50 after trading under $1 last week. In the VIX, a lot of people are really interested by the fact that the VIX is not going down with this rally. It appears that some people in the SPX are fading this rally and are aggressively still bidding the puts. The downside puts in the S&P 500, they're looking for protection there in the event of a major sell-off. The VIX has actually gone up today. The VIX cash is typically up on Mondays because it's after a weekend and people are re-raising their volatilities in preparation for another full week. But that doesn't explain why the VIX futures are not down any. The March future, you can see on the chart here, the H future, still around 42. That's still around the same level we closed at Friday and higher than we closed at Thursday. So a lot of strength in the VIX, a lot of stickiness as it's drifting down towards 40, and it seems to have kind of hit a wall here. In VIX options, we are still looking forward to expiration on Wednesday. So we are late in the afternoon now on Monday. Tuesday is our final day of trading, and then we will settle on the opening print of the S&P 500 on Wednesday. And we've seen some very interesting activity in VIX options today. Typically after a weekend, you'll see option premium levels come down because you came from Friday, then there was Saturday, Sunday, now you're on Monday. People figure if there hasn't been news out to significantly move the market, which there wasn't this morning, then the natural time to expiration has come down, and so premium levels should come down as well. That did not happen at all today, as implied volatilities in March were up 20 to 40 points. What does that mean? That means that we held strong the same amount of option prices that we had on Friday. The 55 calls went out worth 12 cents on Friday. They're still worth 12 cents. The 50 calls were worth a quarter. They're still worth a quarter. The 42 straddle was worth about $3.50. It's worth about $3.20 right now. So people are still pricing in the ability of the VIX to move significantly between now and expiration. So we'll see what happens, but we had a lot of buyers this morning. It was right as we opened up. People were hitting the offers on the 45s, on the 47s, and the 50s, and just hitting them time and time again until we arrived at the current vol levels that we're at right now. This is Jamie Tyrrell, Group 1. Check back for more. We'll have a lot of details on the coming print of the S&P 500.
Hey Jamie, thanks. Folks, if you watch Jamie every day talk about the VIX and the volatilities and you're wondering, boy, I'd like to take advantage of some of that information. I just am sort of new to options and so forth. What better way to do it, folks, than with something like a paper trade? By the way, a paper trade is not any capital commitment. In fact, our sister company, Trade Monster, you can open a paper trading account without even funding the account. So all you got to do is go to trademonster.com, you fill out just your name and so forth, bang, you're able to trade on paper. It's not real capital you're putting on the line, but then take a look at all these different strategies. I mean, you can do covered calls, you can do straddles, you can do strangles, you can do all these different strategies, and it's got a tutorial built into each one that you can actually learn. Again, always learn before you commit your capital to it. I'm Dr. J from OptionMonster.com. Remember, our sister company Trade Monster and that paper trading account, make sure you open an account and try it out.